Hello and welcome to the Cumberland Hotel here in Eastbourne. This is a 3-star hotel which offers a bar with a bar menu like fish and chips, steak for mains and starters, which I should have started off with, like soup, chicken wings, and it offers dessert. They're all individually priced, and it does also offer a restaurant which has a 3-course meal, which is a fixed price menu, and then in the morning it offers breakfast. And I am going to go for dinner. I don't know if the restaurant or if the bar is going to be what I choose. So, the reason why I chose this hotel is because this hotel has been on my bucket list for quite some time. It's either been fully booked or too pricey compared to other hotels at the time of booking. Trying to book this hotel, yes. And I feel like I got it for a good price, as I have been upgraded from a standard single room to a sea view single room. And this is a new refurbished room, I was told by the receptionist downstairs. And the bathroom is making a slight buzzing sound. Don't really know where it's coming from, but I reckon it's coming from the fan. Yes, indeed. So apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this hotel room review. In the room, you're greeted by your lonely but lovely single bed. Turning over here, you have your fire action guide, but there's no floor plan. You have this, which you have to go up to lock it. And yes, it's not polished. That's because I've been touching it. Then you have this nice wardrobe. Nothing in there. Looks brand new. And it smells brand new. Open it up. 4 unstealable hangers. My bag. Nothing else. A nice new chair, which does have a little stain on it. Kind of looks like bogey or something. Snot. but I can't tell you what it really is because I don't know. Thought that was a hair, but it's just a part of the chair. The chair. Is it comfy? Yes, indeed. Now you have your fan, which I think I might have to use. Tea and coffee making facilities. Is the kettle clean tonight? Bit loose. Got bits at the bottom. I don't think I would use it. Not the dirtiest, yes. You got your tea and coffee. You got chocolate creams. That's polished. Cup. Yep, that's clean. Milk, sugars, tea and coffee again. You have your chest of drawers. 2 plug sockets where I'm charging my phone. Nothing in there. Hairdryer. Nothing in there. It smells all new. The carpet looks brand new. There's a Bible, Holy Bible. Haven't seen one of them for a long time. A phone. Dial 200 for reception. Wi-Fi password. It's there. The collection, your towels are here. You got that. That light works. That light works. And all good. Now, is the bed clean? There is a bit of a rip here, but that's okay. I'm assuming it is clean. It does have a pillow protector. It absolutely smells like they have cleaned it. Yes, it smells fresh. So does that one. Does the bed smell fresh? The bed smells absolutely fresh. Never had a bed like this in my hotel room. They've done it. That is spotless. Never had a bed as clean as looking as spotless as this. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. So I think this is a brilliant hotel for what I paid for. It may not have the best bathroom in the world or the best Wi-Fi, as the Wi-Fi speeds here are typically 52 megabytes per second for download speeds, upload speeds anywhere between 12.5 to 17.5 megabytes per second. Yes. That's that. That's that. Wardrobe. That's that. And finally, can't get the TV to work. There you go. Not the best TV, but it's better than I thought it would be.
She didn't hesitate.
It works. Floor is spotless. Absolutely spotless. Mirror. You can tell they've taken pride in this room. Yes. Chair. Radiator. You might find the odd mark like that. But apart from that, the walls are spotless. Bathroom is spotless. Just a bit of grout on the floor. I do hear a buzzing sound, but it's nothing to really warrant me checking out the room. It was louder earlier. Don't know if you can hear it. The one thing that does feel a bit odd is this. Shower is sideways. What the flip do you call that? Is it because it's sideways? What the heck do you call that? So, here is the shower again. Do I change the room or not? Right. That's the shower. Poor shower. The shower's not good, it lets the room down. So, bathroom. Sea view. That again. That again. And finally, this. And the chair. As you walk in the room, you are greeted by a lovely, lonely, single bed. Then you have your phone here. Dial 200 for reception. Does it smell nice? That's the towel. Absolutely smells really fresh. You got your hair and body wash. You got two of them. You got soap. Does this smell fresh as well? Yes, it does. Even that one smells fresh, but that's fresher. Nothing in there. Just a little bit thing there. A light up there. Your bed with your pillows on it. Your desk. We'll get into the chair in a second. That works. Needs a bit more polishing. So does this in places, but it is polished down here. Tissues. You have also a fan, some custard creams, teaspoon, mug. Yep, smells clean. Just got a bit of marks on the bottom of it from where it's aging. Milk, tea and coffee facilities and sugar. You got room service from 12 to 9. Remote. I'm in room 317. Lime scale and a bit of mould. Your lounge and dinner. Lounge dining and drinks. Sharp TV. Get into that in a moment. You got a stained chair. You got that coming apart. Is it comfy? It is a bit, what do you call it? Squeaky, but it's okay. Is there a Bible in this room? Probably not in this room. Nothing in them drawers. Nope, nothing in them drawers. Very old drawers. Desk. Lovely lights. Nothing in them drawers. No hangers this side. Maybe it's missing one or two. A big open wardrobe. My stuff in here. 5 hangers, spare pillows, a bag stand, lovely curtains. So, I was showing you the lovely curtains, nice curtains. They might be new though, don't know. But certainly, rip there. And a rip here. Yes. Now, does the TV work?
Passing phone. Pressure down 20. Alternative accommodation. They quickly began demanding answers.
That's that. Finally, that is your bed, single bed, desk, and yes. Is that a stain or a mark? Same there. That hair, no. That's just a piece of fluff. 2 stains. Yep, smells clean. Yep, smells clean. Smells clean. And does the out. Smells really clean. Now it doesn't have a mattress encasement. Whoa. They say they are getting new beds. What is that? Is it just from age, where it's getting old, or is it a spillage? Let me know in the comments down below. But it does smell pretty clean. Smells alright, not as fresh as the other things. Really fresh. It smells really fresh. I think I'm going to use that pillow rather than the other two. Just fix it a bit. There's the bed. And finally, the bathroom. It has to be a refurbished bathroom. You can't be telling me this is done at the same time as the other one. If it was, then something wrong with this hotel. Let's upgrade one room, not the other. I believe this bathroom should be in the other room because the other room is refurbished, but it doesn't have a refurbished bathroom. Definitely refurbish this bathroom. Shower mat, don't use them because I find them to be very dirty and never clean. Toilet, clean. Toilet tissue, they've tried to do it and failed. I'll put it back for them, even though I'm going to probably use it. There you go, good enough. Bin. I don't like it when hotels have these scrubbers in here. Nope. Is there any pressure? Better than the other one? Yes, it's better. Shower door rather than a curtain? Thumbs up. Good flowing water. Anything in here? Spare toilet roll. Cup. And disposable bags. Does work. Yes, it does. Might have that on instead of... Yeah, I'm going to have that on instead of the light above. Good. That is polished, that mirror? Yes. That's the bathroom. Gonna get in the shower in a second. Towel rail. Just close this. I know I should turn that off, but yeah. Finally, your lovely single lonely bed. And to turn off the towel rail, it's the top one. Turn it on, turn it off, yes. And finally your TV, desk. Again, plug sockets. One for the TV, you can take it out if you don't want to watch the TV and you need a third one. Your built-in wardrobe. And one thing compared to the other room, there's no Bible. Radiator. Floor's very clean. Yes. So, the Wi-Fi here, you're getting about between 13 to 15 megabytes upload speed, download speed anywhere between 35 to 52.5 megabytes per second. It varies depending on where you are in the room. Yes, this one has dents, stuff like that. Cracks in the walls. Some marks. Don't know if the camera's doing it justice. But yeah, it is what it is. I guess the wool, not nicest wool, but it's not the worst wool I've seen. Put it there. So I'm going to test the shower out now. Going to be in there for about 5-10 minutes. Come back and let you know what I think of the shower. I just got out the shower and I think the shower pressure is quite good. Not the best I've had in a hotel, but it is nice, warm, and a good amount of pressure. Yes, it's much better than the last room I was in. I believe this bathroom belongs in the other room, back that way and upstairs. Yes. But it is what it is. Definitely for the final time, gotta be a refurbished bathroom. Don't know what the staff downstairs are saying. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm about 75-80% sure it is. Now, you let me know in the comments down below if you think it's more of a recent refurbished bathroom, which I think it is. I went for dinner and I'm going to tell you the price of everything I went for. I went for soup of the day, which is mushroom soup, £6.25. It's good, but is it that worth it for that price? We'll come to the full price, including a drink. Yes. So the soup is mushroom soup once again. It was good, but not brilliant, not excellent, not wow factor, just good. The bread roll, a little bit stale in my liking. Yes, indeed. The soup was a little bit runny, not great when it's runny, but it was nice, warm, tasty, even though it did taste a bit watery, yes, and lacking a bit of flavour, but it did have a good amount of flavour. that's after I ate the soup, I got a kick of mushroom. The aftertaste was good. Spot on aftertaste. But I'm going to have to give it a 6.9 out of 10. Now, the fish and chips. I was expecting it to be bigger. It was good. Not great or excellent or wow factor or anything like that. But it was nice, tasty, flavoursome. It wasn't crunchy, the fish, but it was very juicy and flavoursome. But it was a bit dry in places, the fish. The chips weren't the best in the world, but they were nice, golden yellow and flavoursome. But they could add more flavour to them. Yes. The tartar sauce, really, really good. The mushy peas were okay at best. Not awful or anything. The salad was very bland and could do with a bit of salad dressing or something. Overall, it was a good fish and chips. But if you want fish and chips, I recommend you go out to a proper fish and chips place. You get better fish and chips for your money. Yes. Back to the mushy peas. It needs a bit more mushing. It needs to be mashed a bit more. And I had to add a bit of salt to give it flavour. Overall, it's a 7.1 out of 10. Now, the price was $13.95. Was it worth it? Find out at the end. Dessert was cake of the day was chocolate fudge cake with ice cream for £5.50. It was good. A lot better than both of the courses I had. Yes, that's the starter and main. Even though it was a little bit dry, the chocolate sauce made up for it. Yes, it did. It made up for it. Nice, very, very good ice cream. If I was to rate the ice cream on its own, I would give it a 10 out of 10. Not the best dessert in the world. The flavours were nice and chocolate. Correction. It was nice and chocolatey. Cut. It was nice, full of chocolate flavours. It was very, very good. That chocolate sauce on the cake, as that had the most flavour. The ice cream was wicked, wonderful, absolutely beautiful. So the reason why I've gone a bit higher is because of the ice cream at a 7.6 out of 10. Overall for that. Now, the one thing I could say is the consistency was not very consistent with each dish. It seemed to start off not as good and then get better. What it needs to be is as good as every dish needs to be consistent and good. Yes. So, overall, the food here is not wow factor. It's not excellent. It's not perfect. Not going to blow your mind away. You're not going to fill your mouth with tons and tons of flavour. It's good. It will get you by, but I think it's a bit overpriced for what it is. But the overall score is a whooping, before I tell you the price, 7.3 out of 10 all day long. Overall score. Put that there. And I'm going to have to say £28.70 minus £2.25. Just let me get my phone. 28.70 including a drink. £26.45 the food came to without a drink, because a drink once again was £2.25 for half a Coke, which I don't think is the most expensive I've had in a hotel. Could have had one for £3.90 for half a pint of Coke, yes, but the Coke here, sorry, the Pepsi, as it is Pepsi, correction, it's either it tastes flat, but I think it's not. I think it's just too cold. It was freezing cold, that Pepsi. And I think when soft drinks are freezing cold, they lose flavour. Yes, indeed. So, now, will I have breakfast in the morning? It all depends if I wake up in time. Yes, indeed. Now it is time for me to check out. But before then, I'm just going to show you the view. What a view from the window. Cavendish Hotel, absolutely hate that hotel. What a view. That is amazing. So, here's the room for the last time. Light up there. Desk over here. Mouldy kettle. TV. Give it a bit of light. Yes. And finally, the view. The Cumberland Hotel in Eastbourne cost me a grand total of £35.56 for a one-night stay, which I think is very good for the price. Yes, indeed. Now, what are my overall thoughts of the hotel? Well, I'll give you my final thought at the end of the review, but now I'm going to say, for what it is, yes, there are problems, but I think it's a really good hotel. I really like this hotel. It's one of my favourite hotels here in Eastbourne. Yes, indeed. And I really do love it. So, the problems it does have is the first room I was in had a not so good bathroom. The bathroom actually was not great. It was poor. The shower was poor. It was like a hose without the sprinkler. The second thing was the fact that the handrail fell off. And another thing, the grout on the bath looked dirty. Probably would clean, But yeah. But the main room in the first room was absolutely spotless. So was the bed. It was all refurbished with not such a refurbished bathroom. Now, the second room had a really good refurbished bathroom, a dated room. Was that a stain on a bed or was that just from age? You work that out in the comments down below. Yep. Also, the signal in the room for my mobile data wasn't as fast. Yes, it will change down depending where you are in the hotel. Yes, indeed. And also, gonna have to say that the food in the hotel isn't the best I've ever had in a hotel, but it's good at best. Yes, indeed. So, the Wi-Fi at the hotel, you get in anywhere between 33 megabytes per second to 54 megabytes per second download speed. Anywhere from 12 to 16 megabytes per second upload speed, which isn't the best, yes. But the view in the first room was a sea view. As I was upgraded, the view in the second room was a city view, they call it, part sea view, but it was a very, very nice view. Now the chair in the room did have quite some stains on it, but that is to be noted as it is an older room. Yes. So, the carpet looked older, but it was clean. The hotel, when comparing both rooms, you feel a bit confused because one had what looks like a refurbished bathroom, even though receptionists say it was refurbished at the same time, which I am going to say that I'm going to dispute that because it doesn't look like it was refurbished at the same time. Looks like they've refurbished this room and they don't want to tell you that they were refurbished at a different time because they don't want you to think things. So, yes, I ran into issues rather, but they are sorting things out in this hotel. Rooms are getting refurbished as we go on. Yeah, but if you don't tell people stuff, then yeah. And there was a little crack in the window, like a hairline crack, nothing really major. Yep. So, what room did I prefer? Based on the second room, I'm gonna have to go based on the bathroom in the second room with the older style room because you are getting a better bathroom. And two, I felt like I was more at home, but I would have just liked the refurbished room to come over here into the old style room and be with the bathroom because the bathroom looked like it is meant to be in the refurbished room. That's just my opinion. But apart from that, let's get into the score ratings. Customer service, 10 out of 10. Feel of the hotel, 9 out of 10. Style of the hotel, 9 out of 10. Location, 10 out of 10. Wi-Fi quality, 4.9 out of 10 rather, shall I say. Back to what I was saying. Smell in the room, 8.5. Smell in the bathroom, 8.5. Style of the bedroom, we're going based on the second room, not the first room. 7.7 out of 10. Style of the bathroom, 8 out of 10 because it's refurbished, in my opinion. Size of the room, 7.7. Size of the bathroom, we're going on based on the second room because that's the room I slept in. 7.7 as well. Now, view, I'm going to give, based on the second room, a 9.5 out of 10. Because I absolutely love the view. And food was 7.3 out of 10, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yes. So, apart from that, entertainment, because there was entertainment, not the best, 8.7 out of 10. So, there was a few problems, but does it mark down the score? I think, if you compare it to somewhere like the Burlington, in my opinion, this is 10 times cleaner than the Burlington. Haven't had a problem with this hotel, first time staying here, and the Burlington is my emergency hotel if things go wrong. Yes, and I'm thinking the Cumberland Hotel will now become my emergency hotel for future bookings. Yes, indeed. So, on that note, I'm going to have to give the hotel a whooping 7.9 because there are things to improve. I was going to give it 8, but I don't think it's at the 8 stage just yet. Yes, indeed. So, would I recommend the Cumberland Hotel? For everyone, yes, but not really probably families. Just my own opinion. Yes, indeed. So, apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video and thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the very next video right after this one. Bye for now. Bye. Stop recording.